We want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Jimmy, yeah, this is MC Alfred and Ozzy. Stop.
All right. What the
Are
heck?
we here?
Yeah, we're live. I don't know what's going on with the opening. Oh, there we go.
No, there we go. Yeah, I think now we're live. How's that, Scotty J? Does that sound about right?
We are good. We are okay.
All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome you to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got a fun show for you guys today. Before we get started, let's say hello to everyone, starting off with my gorgeous, beautiful, outrageous man about town, Mr. Ron Russell.
Who needs to lose 20 pounds?
That's okay. You look fabulous.
No, I don't. Anyway, I'm in a really bitchy mood today, so gangway, everybody. Watch it. As Betty said, fasten your safety belts. It's going to be a bumpy show. You especially, Scott and Danielle. Watch it. I'm out with cleavers, hatchets, and knives.
So then we want to say hi to the man behind the boards in Philadelphia, the fabulous Scotty J. What's up, Scotty J?
Yo, guys, what's going on? So, Ron, you're in a bad mood. You're out there with cleavers, hatchets, and knives. You're no different than my wife. I hear that every day.
Yeah, the only difference is I'm not after you because you can't get it up. I'm after you because always things happen on this show that drive me crazy. I like professionalism. Years ago in my early days when I was somebody, I worked for professionals. I worked for CBS and all the networks and Universal Studios. So I was spoiled because I used to go on the set, do my job, and leave and never have a problem. On this, it's Russian roulette. Are we going to have sound? Are we going to have visual? Are we even have the fucking guest? We don't know. Sometimes they're on their way to, do the show and they stop off the local bar and they don't ever make it. So that's the story, handsome one. So tell us the truth.
No, hold on. We have to say hi to everybody. You're just having this whole long conversation.
Oh, shut the fuck up. We
got to say hello to the fabulous Danielle. What's up, Danielle?
Oh, now she comes on with that voice.
Hello, boys. How are we today?
There we go.
Nails
that was
on
fantastic.
the blackboard. Nails on the blackboard.
Oh, that was fabulous.
Some.
I like when she does the Ava Gardner, the deep wispy voice.
Come on the show, Ron.
What happened?
That's Dean, but I couldn't hear him.
What did he say?
I don't know.
Get the fuck off our show, Dean. Did we ask you to come on? We didn't ask you to come on.
Come on the show, Ron.
Get off my show, Dean. So, Mary, when are you moving out to California?
Mary.
Dean's nickname is Mary. Mary Dean. Dean, when are you moving out to California?
Be way too close to you. I mean, I wouldn't mind being in the same state as Jimmy, but I don't even want to be in the same country as you.
Well, then you better move out of America. You better try like Tripoli.
I have to.
Go to Tripoli, Africa. I hear they need a radio station there. Where are you, Gene? Did you go?
I don't know why he seems to come. It sounds like you're coming in and out.
Ron, you're welcome for the little digital nip and tuck I just gave you, babe.
I thought you were Dean. That's Scott talking.
No, that was Dean talking.
They sound alike, like two fags.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell the fags apart. They sounded like two girls.
Dean and I are betrothed just like you guys now.
There you go.
That, but too bad for you. You're not going to get any meat out of that marriage. I heard. Mickey Mouse. Anyway, let's get. Am I allowed to speak there?
No, we have to say hi to the chat room.
Oh.
First of all, goodbye. Nice to talk to you, Dean. Hope all is well.
Yeah, Dean. I'd like to see you one day. Come out to California.
Absolutely.
We'll have a party for you. We'll throw a big party. What?
I don't know. He comes in and out when he's
Meanwhile,
talking.
how's that grandson, that beautiful boy that was like 2 months old and he was 6'4", 300 pounds of muscle? Remember your grandkid?
Yeah, another grandkid now. I have 7 grandkids.
Oh my God! Congratulations and
That
wow.
little penis of yours, look what it did. 7 grandchildren. It's amazing what small can do. Really and truly.
Gut hanging out of my shirt because it's not buttoned.
Gene, I hope you're okay, baby, and everything is good. Now get the fuck off our show. We have to get funny and interesting.
That's a show when you leave, it'll get funny.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna cough up phlegm and spit it at the camera. But I'm sick as a dog. I've got this dreadful cold that doesn't seem to want to go away. It goes from my head to my chest, from my chest to my head, and back and forth. So I'm not in a good mood because of that. But I am in a good mood because I feel wonderful. My heart rate PMs are up in the 70s, like 71, 78, 67. So everything is just fabulous. From my pacemaker operation, I have new energy, and I really, really recommend to anyone out there who's feeling like shit, go get your RPMs checked. RPMs?
BPM.
BPM. RPM is motor. Same thing. Go get your BPMs checked. Okay?
All right, so we got a whole bunch of people in the chat room. What's up, chat room? We want to say hi to everybody. Teresa Sabin is in the chat room. Cindy Lady Lake from Lady Lake Music's in the chat room. Jane Doe, that's Angela Joseph, is in the chat room.
Angie Baby!
Twism is in the chat room.
Stop. Angie Baby, you said you got a new bra, one that really jacks them up and pushes them together. I can't wait to see you. I will absolutely critique your tits.
There you go. Backpack John is in the chat room. What's up, Backpack John? Twism White Piece is in the chat room. Let's see. That's most of the people that are in the chat room working on it. So now she says, "Hey, baby." They said, "Thank you." So we got a great show for you guys today. We're gonna have.
Wait. What's her name? The German broad? B. She's still sick.
Yes.
And I sent her a nice little email thing on my Facebook, whatever it is,
Uh-huh.
saying that she should come to Palm Springs and get some sun and heat. She's in Germany freezing her knockers off. I mean, that's cold Germany this time of year.
It absolutely is. That's B. Claudia, so we want to give B. Claudia...
So B. Claudia, hop a flight, come on to Palm Springs, and we'll get you loaded, drunk, stoned, and you won't even know you're sick.
Or just come and, relax in the sun.
We never relax here. Never.
We never relax. Anyway...
Why am I looking there? The camera's here.
I don't know why you're looking there.
I'm looking at myself. How narcissistic.
Oh, well, you should be looking there. You can see Scott typing on his phone.
I should be wearing a long line bra or a long line girl.
Oh, Scott's in the chat room now, too. So what's up? Brock Titan is in the chat room because he always has funny things to say, you guys. We've got pop group Hooked on Helen coming on the show. We met them in L.A. And then we have actor Mike Ferguson, who's an actor, stuntman, big, burly, mean-looking guy who's nice as fuck. It's unbelievable how nice he is. So it's going to be a lot of fun today. We give you a little recap of our weekend. We went to the movies Friday night and saw a movie that we couldn't wait to see, and then Ron didn't like it that much.
What was it?
The Good Liar with Helen Mirren.
Okay, Helen Mirren is an outstanding, magnificent, beautiful woman and a tremendous actress. She never disappoints you. For her, I love the movie. The movie was contrived, a very old story, a hoot sort of Alfred Hitchcock twisted around thing. The ending is very predictable. By midway of the movie, you know exactly what the scene is all about. So the ending doesn't capture you like the writers thought it would. It's copycat writing from great movies of the 1930s and 40s. If Helen Mirren was not in it, I would have screamed and wanted my money back. But because she was in it, I was totally content and happy with the film. So if you're a Helen fan, go see the film because she's just outstandingly brilliant and such a beautiful woman in her 70s. And if I was straight, I'd date her. She got nice big knockers too, and they're real.
How do you know? They're real?
Because I've seen pictures of her from 40 years ago when she was a magnificent blonde with a body of death and hanging her knockers out. She did a lot of nudes when she was she's a little younger than I.
Okay.
I think she's 72 or 3. So, we came up the ladder at the same time. As a sexy woman at this age, I mean, she's very bangable at the age she is now. I'm sure lots of men get, turned on by her.
So we got a lot of great feedback on last week's show, everybody. And the show's going up on YouTube tomorrow.
But I'm a little sad about
JP Castillo.
The feedback we got was Jimmy shouldn't be on the show. Let
That
Ron
is
stay
not
by
true.
himself. Yeah, they did.
Right. Hey, Bruce Glasgow just joined us anyway. Everybody enjoyed last week's show, playing Ron's things and interacting with the chat room. Everybody in the chat room was interacting with us. We're going to try and upload the whole thing onto YouTube, you guys. So it's not just the interview part, but it'll be all the jibber jabber talking that we did because it was really funny and everybody seemed to enjoy it.
Because
so look for that tomorrow.
Everyone is copying our deal. So many people now are doing the Ron and Jimmy show just like we do it. And it's going to be a bore because there's so much of it out there that nobody's going to even want to watch us anymore.
But nobody can do you.
No, nobody could do me. Well, you can. But you could do me whenever you like.
Yeah.
But matter of fact, you could do me tonight. But anyway, I suggested to the Führer here, Mein Kampf, Adolf Hitler, the notorious mean man that I'm with, why don't we have less guests and more of us? Let's have talking about us, about subjects. Let's even allow certain people to call in with comments. So the show is not just about performers, the I people. My next film, my next radio performance, my next record, my next bullshit, boring. We're not online or we're not on the air to hear your resume. We're on the line in this show to find out who you are. Gay, straight, married, not, why, how come, alcoholic, ex-drug addict, terrific actor, why? Those are the questions that I ask, and that's what's made me have a fabulous career for the last 12, 15 years, I believe, from my own show, Set the Record Straight. And if you guys think that's a good idea, plug us in. Let us know. Do you want to get more dirt, gossip, and dish, and less me, I, my new movie, my new record, my new ass, So let us know.
Okay.
That's all. My comment.
That's fine.
Why'd you give me a dirty look?
I didn't give you a dirty look. I was just looking.
Oh. Looking for what? To zoom?
Well, I mean, you can't do if you do call-ins, the people aren't going to be on video, so you're going to have hearing, and you don't ever want anybody who can't do video to come on the show. That's why we don't have a lot of people come on.
Jimmy. Now, Jimmy, see how you twist everything
I didn't
around?
twist it around.
No. I am a TV personality. I'm not a radio host, okay? So when I'm doing a celebrity that is important, I like to see their face so I could read their lips and know when they're going to shut their fucking mouths, stop bragging about themselves.
We don't get custom people that do that hardly anymore.
So I open up. We had a couple. So I open up and help them through it because a host, a gossip host or an interviewer such as we have to guide our people through it. We have to take them through the show and bring out the best quality in them. We are not here like most dumbbells out there that sit and say, okay, tell me, because they don't want to get in there. So the star or the celebrity usually is a moron because most actors are boring.
Not the ones on our show.
No, of course not. Definitely not. Not all. They're wonderful. Anyway, actors are very boring people in their real lives. Glenn Ford, the famous actor, was as dull as anybody could be. Yet as an actor, he was brilliant. So it's up to it's up to the host of the show to guide the guest through it and bring out the humor, interest, gossip. I'm good at that.
Look how good we look today.
See, he's jealous. He changes the subject. You're one motherfucker, let me tell you.
No, I'm not changing
I'm divorcing you. Friends of mine are getting divorced. I'm going to call him later, ask for his lawyer's number.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's like such competition. Out of the business, we get along fine. I mean,
we get
really,
along fine anyway.
Not in the business because I'm intelligent and fabulous and you're not. And that's a problem.
It's not a problem.
So do you still want to do me?
Of course you still want to do you. It's not a problem. You have your fans. I have my fans.
You don't have fans, darling. You have air conditioners.
No, that's not true. Fans. Well, that's why on Twitter I get 145 million impressions, for what I say.
I could get them too if I wrote how you get. There's a place you write and they send them to you.
That's not true.
It is true. Friends of mine do that. They make believe. They don't even know these people. They subscribe to something on somewhere.
Oh, we'll find out because if I can increase it,
no,
that would
it
be
does.
better.
And it says for $20 you get 15,000.
Rock Titan says you're getting divorced too. No, that's not what
Who's
it
getting
is.
Divorced?
Rock Titan says he's getting divorced too.
Tell us about it, baby.
That's Scotty J. Rock Titan is Scotty J.
You're kidding. Oh, so now when I go to Pennsylvania and I use the men's room and I see for a good time called Scotty J, I know who it is. Oh, we'll call.
You gotta love it. Anyway, so it's time to call our first guest, you guys. So what we're gonna do?
That's
our first
so short.
guest.
I got so much to say.
It doesn't matter. We'll have more time later.
I have important things to say.
You'll have to get to say them later. So you
no,
guys
see what I mean? We need longer us and less them.
No, we don't.
People listening in the chat room, what do you think about that?
Last week, we'll see how last week's show does.
I'm a
compared to the
stand-up
other
comic.
ones.
I need 10 minutes. If I don't,
Honey, you've been on for 15 minutes. It's not my fault. You didn't do
how
anything.
fast time goes when when there's interest in a show. When it's
it's already 12:15. We have to go to a guest
when
now.
it's a boring show, it seems like it's 5 hours. When there's wonderful intelligentsia and witty people like me, it goes as a
Ian
minute.
Smith just joined us. What's up, Ian? All right, so guys, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play the video for "Tear This Place Apart." It's by a great pop band called Hooked on Helen. Ron and I met him in L.A. and we're gonna play this video and get them on the line. Do you guys both have the video?
Tear this place apart.
Yep, Tear This Place Apart. You got it, Scotty J?
I'm gonna tear this place apart. Yes.
All right, then on Enjoy. All right, everybody, this is Hooked on Helen. Tear this place apart. Enjoy.
Don't turn around. You don't get to watch me walk you. Knock it down. The home we made, the one we wanted. Don't turn around. Keep on demolishing. Come on, baby, take a swing. And I don't know why I don't mean a thing to you. Second thought, I know why. You got a feeling, got me really. Don't turn around. Keep on demolishing. Take us away. Show me who you are. Tear this place apart. Finish what you start. Tear this place apart. I don't know why you got a feeling, got me really. Don't turn around. You don't get to watch me as I take you down. Maybe it's the tragedy I always wanted. Don't turn around, 'cause I'm demolishing. No, nothing for you to see. And I don't know why I don't mean a thing to you. Second thought, I know why. You got a feeling, got me really. Don't turn around, keep on demolishing. Take us away. Show me who you are. Tear this place apart. Finish what you start. Tear this place apart. I don't know why you got a feeling, got me really. Bring me back my heart. Finish what you. Bring me back my heart. Finish what you. Touch me to my core. Forever apart. Show me who you are. Tear this place apart.
All right, we're
Touched
back
it now. I
live.
can't hear.
All right, everybody. That was Hooked Like Helen. And the name of the song was Tear This Place Apart. And you can get it on all the digital download sites, and we'll find out when we talk to them. And before we say hi to them, we want to give a quick shout out to B. Claudia, who says she's feeling a little bit better. And she's from Germany. So what's up, B? We're sending love your way. All right. Now we want to talk to John and Nikki. Say hello, and let's make sure we can hear you.
Hello.
There we go. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, John and Nikki Stipp, also known as the pop supergroup Hooked Like Helen. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so
Hello.
much.
You guys
I'm
are
not allowed to
fabulous.
speak yet. He's got to.
I have to introduce him. So
He does
first,
a big bullshit thing.
let me do the whole introduction, starting off with meeting my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hi, you sound so professional. I didn't hear all of your music because they're doing stuff and it cuts in and out. But the little bit that I heard, I like. It's my kind of music. It's not the nonsense of today that sounds like a bunch of gibberish shit. I'm going to listen. No, I'm going to listen to your.
You have heard their music.
I have.
Yeah.
Is it in my car?
No, it's in the High Strung Free Dance movie. They have 4 or 5 songs or
Oh,
something in
then-
the movie,
then
and you've
I
heard
know.
all of it. And the best song in the movie, which we're going to talk about after we say hi to everybody, is the piano ballad that they play
That
while
was-
they're doing the dance scene, and that's
I
them.
can't believe it. That's you?
Yes.
I know Michael really well and his wife Janine. I mean, they're dolls. And we went to the after party. And I'm not lying. I'm no bullshit up your ass. I'm not lying. And I said to Michael, I said, I love the movie. I said, but that piano piece was outrageous. And he said, yeah. And he even mentioned your names like I knew. You know.
Plus, they were at the after party. That's how I met them.
Did I meet you at the after party?
Yeah, you said hi, but you don't ever pay attention.
Most of the time, I'm very high. That's why I don't say hi, because I'm tired and I drink, a cocktail or 2 or 3.
Right.
And when you're exhausted after a 21-hour day that you're working, I deliriously walk around smiling. But now I know who you are. And yes, I love. And you wrote that.
Yes. So thank
We're
you.
gonna
Are we
go
gonna
into
play
that.
it?
Yeah, in a minute. We're gonna
Everyone
talk
out
to
there,
them first.
everyone out there. First of all, not because Michael is a fabulous guy, but Michael and Janine are talented. They did a great, beautiful job on the first movie and an even better job on the second movie. Their points they get across are beautiful. They don't shove it down your throat and choke you. They simply delicately suggest how you should behave in the world. And I totally agree with Michael and Janine. The piano piece I'm talking about, when you see the film, you will agree with me.
So let's introduce them to everybody.
And you're so handsome and pretty. Usually ugly people write shit like that. No, you're really good looking. And that's a plus. So what do you do?
Hang on.
Wait a minute.
I want to introduce them to
Not
everybody.
yet. I have to finish my intro. So what do you do for a living? You made me almost blow that line.
Well,
No, all right. No, don't answer that.
I have a
We're
very
gonna come
bad
back.
cold. I have a bad cold.
We're gonna come back. So
I'd
hold
like
on.
to spit some phlegm down your throat.
No, so here we go. We wanna like do a proper introductions because the television stations request it, and so here we go. First, we want to introduce you to the man behind the boards. He's running all our video. He's in Philadelphia. That's Scotty J. Scotty J, say hi to Hook Like Helen.
Hook Like Helen, what's going on, guys?
hi,
Hello,
Scotty
J.
Then we have at the W4CY studios in Florida, Danielle. Danielle, give a shout out.
Hello, welcome to the show.
Watch your husband around her. Around her, you watch your husband.
Oh my goodness. Married men are not my thing.
Oh,
Then we have
you're so full of shit, Danielle. A cute one like that, you'd pay.
Then we have a chat room full of people. We have Germany, we have England, we have Canada, the United States, all kinds of people in the chat room. Just say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everybody in
Hi.
the chat room.
All right, you guys. So this is Hook Like Helen. You can follow him on Twitter at Hooked HOOKED like Helen. It's hookedlikehelen.com. We met him at the High Strung Free Dance premiere in Los Angeles. It was about a month ago, maybe. I'm not sure. And in the movie, which everybody needs to see, however you can see it, it's kind of like the second movie in the High Strung series of films. And they have
a warning. If you're a moron, a stupid ass, a low-life, pervert, degenerate, do not watch this movie. You will hate it.
Okay. There you go. And then, but if you like great music, great dancing with an incredibly gorgeous cast, you definitely want to see it. And we met Hooked on Helen actually at the after party, but they have a song in the video. So they have a music video from the song that's in it. Plus, they have a bunch of other songs that were in it. And their song for the movie that was in the film is called Liar. And it had a premiere on Radio Disney, and it's a beautiful, beautiful video of them. She's playing the piano, and I guess you guys wrote it.
I do remember asking Michael, where did you find this music? And he told me, but I don't remember.
So here's the deal.
Wait a minute, I'm going to ask that question again. How did Michael find you?
Oh, I know the answer. Go.
You were so brilliant.
Well, he actually found us because when they had just finished the first High Strung film, and it was in theaters all over Europe and everything, and they ran a little contest through indie.com for more music for possibly the sequel, and we uploaded a video of me playing the song that we shot with our iPhone, and got to meet Michael and Janine.
Now I remember the story.
It's a fabulous story, and
I'm not belonging anybody. It's really a great movie, and that piano piece will stick in your brain. It sort of made the film. What did it do to the film? It made me feel good.
Well, it was the best part of the film. So you have the song of the
really
best part of the film.
No, it really made me feel good.
Because it was the emotional, sensitive part of the film that you guys are doing it in.
And I remember saying to myself, Jesus, I wish I was at a concert now listening to this kind of music because it's so beautiful. So it really is. Everybody out there, we're not making this
You're going to hear it in a minute anyway.
You're going to love it. I mean, unless you're a stupid ass. If you're one of these stupid people that need a bongo to make you happy, you're not going to like music.
So you guys listen, Hook Like Helen, his website is hooklikeHelen.com, and if you go and read their bio, it says they live in a house in the woods 40 miles left of Cleveland. But are there people around you, or do you just live in the woods
We have some neighbors.
We do have neighbors.
But we are in the woods.
Nice
I don't know
safe
if you can
distance.
see.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We used to live in Pennsylvania like that.
Well, I always say, and this is the truth, the best people I've ever met as a great group are Ohio people. I have many good friends that come from Ohio, maybe 6 or 7.
Oh, wow.
Well, they don't live in Ohio. Well, only one. Meg
lives
Rudick,
in Ohio.
My friend Meg, she lives in Ohio. And if ever, God forbid, you need a pulmonist, go to Cleveland Clinic Hospital and look for, oh my God. What's
Meg?
What's
Rudick? Alan
Rudick. Dr. Alan Rudick. He's the head guy for lungs and stuff. And everybody out there. So if you're in Ohio and you need a really good guy, go to. I am so
Okay. Anyway, I want to know. So first of all, I want to know how long has Hooked Like Helen been Hooked Like Helen?
Well, a few years now, I guess. We moved out to Ohio from LA, and we got our home studio, and I guess probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. We met playing in a band in LA together, and got together and got pretty serious and decided to move back to where I'm from. I'm from Ohio originally. She's from LA originally.
Oh, poor her.
Well, they go back to LA a lot, though.
No, but it's hard. Yeah. Ohio and LA, that's like hot and cold.
It doesn't seem to bother them.
No, everybody in Pennsylvania and Ohio and all over the area that we've traveled are very laid back, nice, homespun guys and women. They don't put it on, and they're not like, oh! But the LA chicks, I could puke. And you're not you, but
I didn't fit in.
No, you didn't fit in. We go to these red carpets and these little, I call them trashettes. They come thinking they're going to be the next Marilyn Monroe, and everybody there sees them and wants to bang them. And if they give pussy, they're going to get a part in the movie, okay? Meanwhile, they have clip covers for skirts. They got their boobs hanging out. They walk around, with that guttural voice when they do the gravel voice. I love the gravel voice. Hi, my name is Matilda. And they're just comical. So now I want to walk around at every red carpet and say to them, why don't you dress like a lady? Audrey Hepburn got to Hollywood. Good. So did Sophia Loren and Jane Russell. Well, Jane Russell. No, she dressed well. Looking like a slut hooker is not going to get you anywhere but in the guy's bed. And then the next day it's, honey, I'll call you. You'll be in my next movie.
And he never calls.
And he never called. But I could see that you are a good girl, so you're, you're not one of those Hollywood whorettes.
You guys look so young to me, though.
They are.
Honestly, you guys look
love
so
them
young.
already. You know, I think I have a picture with you. The redhead I'm talking
No,
about.
you don't. I do.
No, I think I do.
No, you walked up for 2 seconds and I introduced him, and you were flitting around, and then you flitted away.
I had 3 vodka martinis.
I sat and actually talked with them and found out all kinds of stuff
Well,
with them.
I tried to talk to people, but I was spitting on them as I was talking.
That's never good.
So they walked away.
I love it. So,
But I had a
okay,
good
so
time. I was with Joe Jamie. I love my Joe Jamie. Everybody out there, that's Michael. I'm not well, by the way, so you have to forgive me. I'm on that J-Quill shit.
he's on painkillers. He's on all
and
kinds of things.
J-Quill. I just had
So well.
I just had a, what do you call it, put in.
He just had a pacemaker put in a week
Pacemaker put
ago.
in a week. So
Oh my goodness. Wow.
yeah, so I'm a little.
He's a little bit
disinterested.
older than he looks. Even though he looks
Shut
like
up.
he's young, he'll be
Yeah.
80 soon. He's about to be 80.
Oh my gosh. That's
a
awesome.
lie. That's Jimmy likes to lie.
Oh, yeah.
I tell the truth
Yes,
on the
that.
show.
Yeah.
He likes to lie. Meanwhile, so I'm a little dingy right now, but all our fans love it when I get this way. I warned them in the beginning of the show. I don't know what to expect. That's the reason why I don't know anything about you guys, is because I tell Jimmy, I don't want to know anything about our guests, unless, of course, I know them.
Right.
Because spontaneity is what's really important in our business. A rehearsed question is so boring. But
Right.
when we do this kind of stuff like we're doing now, our fans love it, and they're going to love you because what a beautiful couple.
So hold on. Let's
You
go
should
back.
be like-
Okay.
you should be like in an ad for like get married.
So let's first of all, you guys actually that would be you guys would be like
Don't they look like
if
get
you told if
married?
you like pretended like you met on like Match.com or something, you could be like a
No,
success story for them.
She looks like she's got 3 children and just finished baking, and he looks like the husband came home from the office and is very stern, looking around to make sure the house is clean.
And they're nothing like that at all.
Not at all.
So hold on, let's talk. Okay, so High Strung Free Dance. You met Michael. You got the song in there. I went on iTunes today. I saw that. I think there's 3 songs that you guys are 3 of your songs
I know
there.
where I think I know.
Hang
you
on,
from.
wait a second.
Wait, my mind doesn't last long. You got to do it quick.
No, you don't know him from anywhere. That's the only
No,
time
I
we've
think
ever
I
seen
might.
him.
No, were you on the red carpet of the first movie?
No. They didn't know Michael for the first movie. They met him for the second one.
I thought you said the first movie.
No. That's right when the first movie was in theaters. That's when they started looking for stuff for the second movie. But let's go back. Okay, so High Strung Free
do you think I
Dance.
should
You have
retire?
three. You have 3 songs on the soundtrack that I saw, but on your website I think it said you had 5. So does that mean you like helped write some of the other songs?
Yes. So I co-wrote with Mark Mangold the second song in the film's trailer. And then also one of my little pop alter ego, Fraley, collaborated on a song with Ali Dominique that's on the soundtrack. And it's
Is that the rap one where he's rapping?
It's not the first one that he raps that he's actually in. It's this like second one later with the photo shoot that's going on.
Yes. Got it. Okay. I love I really liked Ali Dominique. He was really cool. I mean, I never met him before until we went to the premiere, but he sat in front of us for the film, and
Now
so it
let's
was a lot
talk
of
to
fun.
the husband for a minute. Are you happily married with this woman, or would you have preferred to be married to a platinum blonde with gigantic fake boobs and fake ass and a nymphomaniac who follows you around wanting sex?
I would keep my wife over anything.
Oh.
No matter.
Yeah, you
what.
give him a big kiss for that. That is so sweet. Look at that. That's the stuff I want to hear. You know, you stay together forever when you talk that way.
So how long have you guys actually been married?
Ooh, 6 years.
Okay.
Oh, so
Right? 6 years.
6 years.
And how many?
She asked him right. It's always the husband asking the wife right.
And how many years are you together?
And how many years were you together before you got married?
Living in sin. Living in sin.
A little over what?
A year,
Well,
probably.
7 years.
No, today they say try before you buy, and I believe it.
Definitely.
Oh, I do believe in it, because if that doesn't work, baby, the rest of out of bed ain't gonna work. It's all got to happen.
The chat room loved that little kiss thing, though. They thought that was
Well,
like
because
fabulous.
look at they're adorable. What are you? You're probably much older than you look.
Oh.
No, seriously, how old are you? You look like you're 21, 22.
They couldn't be though, because they couldn't be married for 7 or 8 years.
Why not?
Because they would have been like 13.
Girls in LA are getting laid at 12, giving head at 9. I mean, a friend of mine's a teacher. She said the school bus, the 9-year-olds or the 9th graders, girls.
9-year-olds, 9th grade is different than 9-year-olds.
No, little people, whatever the fuck they are, just people like little. The girls are giving head to the boys on the bus.
Oh, that's horrible.
No, she said they were 12. She told you they were 12. I know, isn't that terrible?
12-year-olds.
That's so trashy. Do you guys have children?
We have one.
How old is your child?
He is 6.
Okay, don't let him listen to this interview.
No. and don't have an only child.
Now, did you let him see High Strung? Has he seen the film?
He hasn't seen it yet because he didn't come with us to LA. But he's excited to see it in the future. He's watched all the trailers and all the scenes. But
one thing that's very cool about Michael Damian films is that they're all family friendly. So like they don't put anything in them that young kids can't see, which I think is very admirable.
Michael is a heavy duty Catholic, and that's why he doesn't really like profanity or degeneracy like me. I was the host for his first movie on the red carpet. Jimmy and I were the interviewers. And
in New York, for the New York premiere
Michael
of the first film.
almost had a nervous breakdown because of the things I were asking the people on, especially Jane Seymour. I mean, they were just having a nervous breakdown.
Oh, my God.
Because
he loved it, though.
Oh, he did, because everybody flipped
Our
out
interviews got 36,000 plays or something, but they were like, yeah, because some of the things said we can't help share those too much because every once in a while he'll throw a bad something in there that they don't want to see. But he was happy that we got so many views and plays, and we promoted a lot. We promoted the film a lot.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, and everybody that works with him is a great guy. And I think you guys are terrific, and I think that I'm sure by meeting him, it has helped, basically bring a lot of visibility to Hook Like Helen.
No, I want to ask him a question. Now, you wrote most of the music for the film, not all of it.
No, 3. They participated in 5 songs. Film. There's 21 songs on the soundtrack, and there are 5 of them. They participated in 5 of them.
That's quite a lot. 5 is a lot. 5 is a lot.
It's a fly flying around.
Yeah, but 5 is a lot. How did you come to put it together? Like, where did you pull it from?
Well, pretty much each song was like a different case. Liar was something that I had written as sort of a part of the healing process for something I had been through with an abusive relationship in the past. Not him. He's a nice guy.
I'm glad it's not him.
Surface Break was another song that we had previously written. It was from a previous release that Michael and Janine really liked, which was awesome. And then the song that I co-wrote with Ali, that was just fun. That was just kind of like a role play thing. Michael gave us the scene and we were just like, okay, attitude, awesome. Same thing with Radiant, which was for the trailer, and also No Turning Back, which is the other Hook Like Helen song. I
gotta tell you did 5 really good pieces of music. Usually you do 1, 2, or maybe 3, but to do 5, I mean.
So much. It was just been an amazing opportunity that he gave us to kind of go and run with it. So
the next time I speak to Michael, I'm going to say, if you don't use them in the 3rd film, you're a jerk. You're a stupid jerk, because they make because they made his film quality.
Well,
and the dancers made it quality.
Everything about all his films are quality.
And the photography was quality. Only the Jane Seymour part. I told Michael about it. It's time for her to get married and go to another town. I don't know why. You need a name.
Right.
That's all you do today is get a name. The first thing when you have a script is they don't even care about the title of the script. They say who's in it before they even talk to you to give you a nickel and a half. Personally, Jane Seymour is cute. I like her, but she's no great pull. Get like Betty Davis or something like that.
Oh, yeah, right. Betty Davis.
Well, if you got her, it would be a miracle because she's dead. Now, everybody would want to go see a dead woman in a movie perform.
Sure.
But anyway, you have to really do
So,
it.
who's blowing up, though, is the guy who played, not the piano playing guy, but the dancer. Now I forgot his name. Who's the guy, the lead guy?
Yes, Thomas Doherty.
Thomas Doherty. Is he blowing up huge now? I don't know if you guys watched.
He banged Helen Mirren.
Yeah, he's in Helen Mirren, Queen of Scots. He didn't bang her. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. She had sex with him.
No, she's not the one who had sex with, is it?
Yeah, he was the cute guy with the white wig.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was her boy.
Anyway, he's all over.
Anyway, she played the Tsarina
No, when
of
he
Russia.
when he says that he like because it's it's called Queen of Scots or something.
No, she's the Tsarina of Russia.
And it's an HBO miniseries.
And she plays.
And Thomas Doherty is one of the main characters in it. And Helen Mirren does have sex with everybody in the whole movie.
Because if
so
you
he's
know
not
the story,
lying about that.
if you know the story of the Tsarina, Mother Russia, if you know the story about the Tsarina, she was a nymphomaniac. What they failed to show us in the film was she died from being strapped and mounted to a horse who she was having sex with, and that's your history books. Some history.
They didn't show that part, but they did show her having sex with like every guy, all her assistants. She was having sex with all of them.
The star of your movie, she eyeballed him and made him her secretary, and she was having sex with him. So there he was kissing Helen Mirren, and I kept saying, he's so lucky. I would like that part, but I would be too old. But anyway, that's what a nice part to kiss Helen. I kiss her like a mother, because I love Helen Mirren. I think she's a brilliant actress.
Anyway, he's going to be a
he's a
huge
sweetie
star,
pie.
and Harry Jarvis is going to be a great star, and the girl who was in it, Doherty, was fabulous.
The star's girlfriend,
she's a Doherty also, but she's not related to him.
She's the best. I loved her. She was a sweetie pie.
Oh, he's talking about Dove Cameron. Did you guys meet Dove Cameron that night of the premiere?
We saw her, but we were too shy.
Oh.
Shy. I was with her, and you know what came out of my mouth? So what do you do for a living?
I didn't know. We didn't know who she was.
Well, she said, I'm an actress.
She said she just
wait. And I said, have I seen you in anything?
Then she told us that she's joking with us that she just moved here and she just got an agent and she was like just giving us all this
playing with
us because we didn't know who she was.
And we had the best time.
And we had a great time talking with her. And then I went home and Googled her, and she's got like 34 million Instagram
credits.
followers, and every post she gets 1 million plays. And she's been on Jimmy Fallon, and she's been on everything. She's
girl.
basically like a Disney superstar. Has turned her into like a mega star.
But a sweetie pie. I mean, she was hugging me.
She was gorgeous.
They do that when they see old men. They figure you're gonna die any minute, so let me give you a thrill. In case you drop dead going home, you hugged a pretty girl. But she was just as sweet as could be.
So hold on now. Let's hear John say something. John, say something.
John, say something.
Say something.
Okay, so so you were in the band in LA and you met her. Were you in the band first, or was she in the band first?
I was actually in the band first. We were a 6-piece blues rock band. Looking for a keyboard player. And our singer somehow, I don't even know how this really happened, knew somebody who knew Nikki.
And he saw a video of me playing live.
She came to try out for the band, and everybody loved her. So, of course, we accepted her.
So was it like a love at first? You saw her, like, did you see her and go, oh my gosh, I got to totally get with this one? Or was it more like as you go along, you liked her a little bit more all the time?
Or did you say, you should be so lucky?
I totally need to get with this one, but...
Oh, really?
But I need to do it right, and I need to take my time. And it took a while, but... I knew it.
And that's why for Christmas you're buying her a diamond pendant for her neck?
Yes, thank you.
And if he doesn't call me, we'll talk.
And all you got to do is call Michael Damian and ask him to get Jane Seymour to hook you up with something from Caves.
No, Jane Seymour has that thing.
That's what I just said.
Whatever the fuck it is, that S thing.
Yes, yep. I got one of those on the way, of course. Absolutely.
Now, I know you're going to think I'm stupid already, but it's established, so I don't care. Who played the piano in that movie? The music, your piece. You played it?
Played it. Yeah, I played it like on the record.
That was you playing that piece.
Yes.
Yes.
You're going to see it now. You're going to play it.
You're so fabulous, I have to tell you.
Oh, thank you.
I really mean it. So it makes me feel good to see work of today that is the work of when I was a young man. We lived a very sophisticated world back in the 50s and 60s, and everything was high class and wonderful. And that's the compliment I'm going to give to you. Your music is high class and wonderful. And I thank you so much, because I kept banging him saying, oh, Jimmy, I love this piece. Where can we get it? Blah, blah, blah. Now I know.
That's right. Now you know. So what we're gonna do, you guys?
Everyone out there, get ready. It's sensational.
What we're gonna do? So first of all, Scotty J and Danielle.
Oh, wait, Scotty, I want to hear it, baby. Okay, so put it in. Plug us in.
So Scotty, that's Danielle who does that. Hey Danielle.
Danielle, you tramp. Plug us in. I'm not going to give you the phone number of that muscle-bound guy with the 10 inches that I promised you.
So the name of the song is Liar. Do you guys both have it?
Yes, I do.
DJ, do you have it?
I'm sorry, Scotty J had to leave, so I'm like filling in for him now.
Stefan.
What video are you talking about?
You, Scotty J.
Liar by Hooked on Helen. You got it, right?
Yeah, I have it.
All right, so here's what we're going to do.
But
You
wait,
guys.
Scotty, I want to hear it, so plug us in.
It's not Scotty, it's Danielle who does
I
that.
keep forgetting. Danielle, you
She already told you. She already told you that. That's okay. You guys, we're like this every week. That's why everybody likes us.
I have such a bronchial cough. I'm going to spit phlegm right in his face.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I want one of you guys to introduce the song, and after you introduce it, say the name of your band and where the song's from and the name of the song, and then at the end say enjoy, and that's going to be their key to know to start to play it.
Okay.
All right, go. Yep.
This is Nikki and John, and we're Hooked Like Helen, and the song we're about to play for you is called Liar from the High Strung Free Dance soundtrack. Enjoy.
It was a perfect storm. You told such lovely tales about the future. Your voice was soft and warm. You caught me so young and insecure. You knocked on my door and took me. We packed up bags and we were gone. If you could do it all once more,
we back, Scotty J?
Yeah! Wow!
So everybody, that was "Liar" by Hook Like Helen off the High Strung Free Dance soundtrack. It's also on their EP "Tragedy of Physics," right?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And who I wish would sing this in my day would be Johnny Mathis. If Johnny sang this song, it would be number one forever.
That would be
Because
amazing.
Quality of Johnny's wonderful harmonious voice.
Do you actually guys know who Johnny Mathis is?
Sure they do.
They're young.
Oh,
Young people don't know who John Mathis
Johnny
is.
Mathis. Chances are.
No, they know. They
Course
said
I
they
will,
knew. I just
silly
wasn't sure
dude.
if they would know.
Everybody knows Johnny Mathis. He's the number one recording artist of the world. He's sold more records than Frank Sinatra.
I didn't know that. That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
He's the
Frank
number
Sinatra and
one.
Johnny Mathis have the two most amount of records
But
sold.
Johnny's better. I have a piece of music that Johnny has. I'm serious. I've been a fan of his since 1956 when I saw him on television for the first time singing Chances Are.
Everybody loves you, first of all. Everybody loved your voice.
Yeah,
Everybody loves the
it's
song.
really good. It's
Listen
really
up, too, you guys. Check out Tragedy of Physics. That's their EP that they released in 2019. It's got how many songs on it?
5.
Five songs on it. And we love Michael Damian, but it would be really cool if you would buy their album because they're indie artists. And
Wait, when are we having Michael on?
I don't know, but we
Because
want to.
his movie's is it released yet?
No, I don't know. Who cares? Who knows? We're not talking about that now. We're
No,
talking about
but
something
it
else.
just came to mind when his movie's being released. He's going to come on to push it.
So either way, you guys want to see get Tragedy of Physics. Actually, what you should do is get Tragedy of Physics and help support great indie artists like Hook Like Helen. And then you should buy the High Strung Free Dance soundtrack because it's got other songs that they didn't write on it. And that way you get them both for $20. You can have
Now,
them both.
explain something to me, because we have a great majority of people my age, believe it or not, that watch our show. What did you call them?
Hooked Like Helen.
No, an independent what?
Indie artist.
What's an indie artist?
Somebody who doesn't have Sony or some big person putting millions of dollars behind them to get their song
Like a
on the
movie,
radio.
like a producer, an indie movie producer.
Yeah, except for it's music.
Yeah, okay. So everybody out there like me, now we know what it means.
That's right. So they're indie, you guys. You can follow them on Twitter at Hooked Like Helen. So how do we come up with the name Hooked Like Helen? Because neither one of you guys' name is Helen.
No.
Really good friend.
So the part that he forgot about when he was talking about how I ended up in the band was through a friend of ours named Helen. And she's just a wonderful friend and a nice person, but that's how we ended up meeting and getting to be together and have a son and do music.
So
she
you guys
gets-
hooked up through Helen, so you're hooked like Helen.
And Helen needs to get a residual.
I know. She does.
So for an indie artist,
Wait, take it in and out. She'll be happy.
So for an indie artist, though, you guys have done a pretty lot. I mean, the Michael Damian thing I know has helped a lot. I actually read that you had music placed on MTV's Unlocking the Truth, which I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Well, it was a mini docu-series about wrongful convictions and sort of trying to get them, appealed or washed out or whatever. So, yeah. So we got to have several songs from a previous release in that. I think Surface Break might have been one of them, actually.
Surface Break and Get Well from our first EP.
Yeah.
So how many EPs do you guys have?
Really just the
two out right now.
Yeah, just the two. So
Okay.
a previous one from 2017 and then this one now, Tragedy of Physics from 2009.
My feeling is this is just a start where you are now. This is not it. This is just your start. I'm serious. I really will. We have a lot of producer friends that do movies. And if they need soundtrack, I'm going to recommend you guys
That would be
to go sit with them and see. And because you made the movie good. This is nice.
The
Don't
music
thank me.
video too is fabulous.
I'm
The way
telling you
they
the truth. You made the movie better. And I love that song and the dancing because it's so together. It was a beautiful moment. Everyone out there, go see this movie. I'm not lying to you. I sat there and I said to Jimmy, usually a sequel stinks. The second movie never is as good as the first.
We thought this one was better than the first.
Yeah, rarely is the sequel better than the original.
And we love the original. We saw it like 10 times.
Definitely. It's just a very basic movie, basic plot, but a very emotional movie.
Oh, I think, B. Claudia, do you mean the website? Yes, it's hookedlikehelen.com, which, by the way, I'm going to give you a hint. You guys need to put that hookedlikehelen.com on your Twitter handle. for people to go to your website, because like I was trying to find your website and I just Googled it, you know, when I found it, but you should really have it on there because you'll get a lot of traffic that way when people are tweeting with you.
Okay,
Thank
you.
So definitely
we
you
want
do
you
that.
to make a lot of money.
That's right.
So that you survive this horrible business of ours.
Also, you guys, if you are going to be in LA Friday, Hook Like Helen is leaving the woods and coming to the bustle and hustle of LA. They're going to be playing Friday night at The Study, which is on Friday, November 22nd. And it's The Study, which is located at 6356 Hollywood Boulevard, where you will, I am sure, going to get to hear Liar and Tear This Place Apart, probably, and probably whatever other songs are on Tragedy of Physics. How did you come up with that name, Tragedy of Physics?
And we would be there. Friday, we have we can't get out
I know,
of it.
I know. I already told her we couldn't come.
But can we get out of it?
I don't know, but we'll talk about it later, not on air. So let's talk to
I
them.
don't care.
How did you come up with the idea of Tragedy of Physics? Like, all your names are very unique.
Well, we had sort of this sense of, we've been on just kind of a roller coaster with a lot of things in our life for the past couple years. So it was this like what goes up must come down kind of vibe. And we just thought, okay, well, that's a little cliche. So Tragedy of Physics came up. And there was this story about in 1986 in Cleveland, it was supposed to be a charity fundraiser. They released like 2.4 million balloons into the air in the city. And a wind took them and ended up, it was a complete disaster. It was horrible for the environment. A horse died, I think, like all kinds of stuff. And I just thought it was so sad because it was meant to be, it was a tragedy, but it was for a good cause and it just wasn't thought out. And I don't know.
I love it. I like the way, and plus what's comes up.
How'd the horse die from 200 balloons?
I think he
choked on a balloon. Maybe?
No, I think he, I don't know. I don't actually know, but the balloons cleared and he was dead. And so
That is horrible.
Maybe like swallowed helium or something. You never know. But you couldn't. But calling the album "What Goes Up Must Come Down" probably wouldn't have been so good.
I'm still worried about the horse. I heard a story once about 200 women with fake bosoms surrounding a man, and he died.
Now, how did that happen?
That could probably.
Well,
that would
because
probably really
all
happen.
the saline water bags choked them to death.
Oh God.
Wasn't a good joke. Let it go. Never do it again.
So everybody, this is John and Nikki Stipp. The name of their band is Hook Like Helen. They're definitely on the rise. They're a pop super duo. Actually, you have a drummer though who travels with you. We should give a shout out to the drummer because he's in the video too, right?
He's a different drummer. That kid was an actor.
Okay. Oh, that was an actor, but you're going to be playing Friday night with a real drummer.
Real drummer, yes. His name is Jeff Martin.
Hey, Jeff Martin, it's nice to talk to you, and love it when you play with them. I'm sure you're fabulous because they are, and if you suck, they would never let you play with them.
Right, and don't give them any trouble. Don't make them not like you because they're going somewhere, and you want to go with them.
Yeah, because when they're on tour,
you don't want one day, 10 years from now, to say, I should have stayed with them. They
So-
have more money than God.
So let's ask a hypothetical. So Hook Like Helen gets a phone call from somebody's manager, and it says, "We would like you to open for blank." Who would be like your ideal person? Like, oh my God, I wish we could open for this band.
21 Pilots.
Yeah.
Oh my God, from Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And they also an Ohio duo.
Yes, they're from Columbus.
Do you know them?
No.
No.
Oh,
We like them. Our son likes them.
you should totally like start tweeting with them though, and like seeing what we can like hook that up because like a lot of times things like that can at least that you could meet them or tell them that you want to do something. I love 21 Pilots. That kind of surprises me because they do a lot of like a little rapping and stuff in their stuff. You know that I wouldn't have put you with necessarily. I would have thought like
A bulb just blew.
we just had a bulb blow.
Wow. Is everybody out? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Wow.
I'm gonna fix that while you're talking.
My little doggy got scared. Is that snow back behind you? Was that snow?
I think it's just a gray sky, but we have had snow already.
I would
It
have.
looks like a big snowy scene. It's pretty.
I would have picked something like I would have thought you would have said something like more like Evanescence-y, which maybe you guys are too even young to know who Evanescence is.
No, we do. I do.
We do.
I
If she's
was a
touring,
fan.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Evanescence would be a fun one.
Maybe.
So I think that would be fun. Okay, and if you were gonna do a collaboration and like you were gonna do a song with some other famous artist, who would you guys like to collaborate with? Would it still be the same band or would it be somebody different?
so many.
Oh,
So
didn't we
many.
just have a really Chris Stapleton?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's such
Wow.
an amazing writer. I
Yeah.
just can't imagine what it would be like to write a song with him.
Oh my God, that's so cool. Like, see, like you never know. People don't always like say anything like what you think they're gonna say, which I love. All right, so talk to them a minute. I'm gonna fix that, and then we gotta let them go in 5 minutes. So talk to them for a minute. Let me fix this light.
Okay, give me 5 minutes. That's good. Let's make believe we're in my apartment in Brooklyn having coffee, cake, and coffee.
Well, that sounds
That's
good.
what I tell everybody. This is we have no crew here. This is our crew here.
Aw.
He's a
I didn't realize he's a little dog.
5-pound baby. We have 3 dogs. We have a 135-pound Brazilian Fila,
Oh, wow.
and we have a little medium-sized shepherd, a bearded shepherd. She's
Okay.
cute. And then we have this little fella who's 5 pounds. We believe in rescuing animals.
Oh, that's
And,
wow.
you know, and the love that we get from our rescued dogs is unbelievable.
Oh,
So
That's-
I always say to everybody out there, if you're lonely or whatever, rescue a pet. They're the most grateful animals on the world. They're smart. They know that you are rescuing them from that little jail they're in. You have
Yeah.
dogs?
we don't currently.
Too young and you travel. I understand that.
Yeah, we really want to get a dog, hopefully, in the next year.
5 pounder, like this is a poodle. What is he? Poodle terrier mix.
Oh, what a cutie pie.
And a sweetie, and you can put her in a handbag anywhere. Take them; they're easy to travel with, but they're very lovable. Look, I mean, she doesn't leave me alone. I just encourage everybody to rescue an animal.
Does she fly with you?
What?
Has she ever gone on an airplane?
No.
No.
Well, we have her about not even a year.
Oh,
We
wow.
just newcomer. She's he's not even she. he's 5 years old, and we have him about 7 months.
Oh, wow.
So
Aw.
he's 5 pounds, 2 years old. Boy, I better.
5 pounds,
what,
2 years
what
old.
did they put in that shit, that Dayquil? Oh, really? I had a Dayquil this morning because I couldn't talk,
Oh.
and the Dayquil made me like stupid. I'm not really this bizarre, trust me. I'm a little off the wall, but not quite this. I'm sitting here like I've had many martinis. Dayquil, everyone. A martini is $15 a shot. Dayquil is about $3 a bottle. Same effect. Make
Nice.
everyone cough syrup junkies. Now, I'm going to ask you a very provocative question, and please do not lie to me. What do you think of Michael and Janine?
They, they are just, they've helped us so much and have been so kind to us throughout this whole thing. You know, it's like truly, it's just been so awesome to get to meet them and to work with them, and they've just boosted our confidence.
And then the opportunity after Liar asking us to write songs for the trailer and be
Yes.
more involved in the movie after
Like,
the
we
initial
couldn't have-
Liar, it just kept snowballing, and it was really, really amazing.
Yeah, we
So-
never expected to get to do all of this, and they're just so kind and nice, and you know, everybody that works with them just has nothing but good things to say about them, and it's just
I totally agree. And I know that you'll be in their third movie. There's no question about it because they're very true blue to the people that they work with. Have you ever met Janine's mom, Coco?
we haven't officially gotten to meet her, but she did stand up and wave at the New York City premiere, so we
Oh,
got
Oh, you went to both premieres?
yes, we did.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's amazing. She's a broad about my age that looks 40, 50 years younger and absolutely sensational. No, she's fabulous. Coco's one of my favorite people. And how about Janine's sister,
Joe Jamie.
Joe Jamie?
We have I actually contributed some music to her for something for her ladies roadmap, but I haven't officially
right.
meet her. I got a copy of the roadmap. It's awesome. I love it. But I didn't get to meet her at the premiere.
Yeah,
so.
we had them on the show.
My-
We had her on the show.
Probably, and Janine, I mean, won't like it, but I love her sister. I mean, she's my buddy. We have
Oh,
a
Joe
lot.
Jamie and Rico.
Rico, I love. A quick story. I've said it before. We went to dinner with them in Pennsylvania. Okay, we're having dinner, and here Michael's talking, and we know who he is, and he's a big shot, you know, rich, famous, and whatever. And his sister said, I said, where do you live? She said, well, we live in a trailer. And I thought, oh, shit. how not nice of me to ask that. Here, the sister's so rich, living in Las Vegas in a mansion, and the poor sister's in a trailer. So I felt bad for her. And I said, listen, if there's anything I can do for you to help you guys, like, tell me what it is you do.
He's like, you can.
Wait, don't blow it. Let me run this one. I'm going to punch you. So her husband turned around and he said, well, we work in the factory. And I thought, oh, they work in the factory. They live in a trailer, poor white trash. But anyway, it turns out that he owns Tyco Toys, and it's a $2 million trailer that they travel.
It's the high-strung dance bus that they travel around
in. And Joe Jamie and Rico,
they're like laughing.
They just let me run with it, and they just knew how innocent.
Ron was like, "We're going to be moving to California, and if you need a place to park your trailer, you can park it at our house. I mean,
come and stay with us.
Come stay with us
to help
and have a real house and stuff." And then we felt like total idiots.
Yeah. I mean, well,
they liked it.
They live in a trailer. So what do you think? A $2 million bus?
No.
Well, I would think trailer, right?
Yeah.
And he's in the toy business. I mean, feel sorry for the guy. Tyco Toys, by the way. Tyco. Tyco. Not even a shitty little company. Tyco.
You gotta love it. So everybody, we're gonna have to go. This is Hook Like Helen, John and Nikki Stipp. You can follow them at Hook Like Helen on Twitter. Go to hoolikehelen.com. Get their EP, Tragedy of Physics. Watch their video. Let's get some video views up on Lyre. Actually, you guys have a lot of good videos. I have to say that for an indie band, the quality of stuff that you put out for people to see is really good. And I'm a publicist, and I work with thousands of indie bands, and I would say you guys are definitely like in the top 2%.
Well,
probably
good,
of what you guys actually put together for people to see, and your package that you put together. It's very, very well done and professional.
Thank you so much.
That's what I find the same, professional. I hate when it sounds cheesy.
But I mean everything. Their videos, their website, everything looks really
about
good.
All of it in general. Jimmy, how many people have we seen that have come on our show where we said, gee, the music was good, but that video, where the fuck did they get that from? I mean, yours is all this.
And they're not all easy to navigate.
Your class.
They're not all easy to navigate, and
your professional class. Good. Professional class goes. It still works. People know shit from Shinola.
Because your videos could be submitted, to like if there was an MTV, your videos are really good.
You guys are going to come back next season, and we're going to hear more from you, and we're going to be not surprised at what we hear. Not at all. I'm sure you're going to get another invitation.
Another something big.
To write music for a film, because you can establish yourself that way.
Actually, there's a lot of money in that.
Yeah,
just so you know.
And your credit, if you get that film out to the right people.
You know what, too? Do you guys submit? Have you submitted music to like music supervisors before?
Not really. We've like a few here and there. We signed a publishing deal on some older stuff, but we're kind of wanting to keep control over our newer music.
You know what? When you come back from LA, give me an email. We'll get on the phone and talk, because I've got some suggestions for you then.
Awesome. Thank you.
We know a zillion producers, because everybody and their mother's a producer today, and they're always looking for music, original music. And Jimmy and I will certainly give your names, because you know how to do it. All the music for Damien's movie was good. It was perfectly done.
Thank you so much.
All right, so you guys have
stoned by the minute.
I know. So you guys have a safe trip and enjoy yourselves on Friday night. And again, you guys, if you're in LA, they're going to be playing at the Study Friday night at 6356 Hollywood Boulevard. Safe travels to you. We enjoyed having you on the show. It was such a pleasure to meet you, and I'll talk to you when you get back from LA.
Right.
Great. Thank you so much, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
You're very sweet people. I like you both very much.
Yay.
Hope to see you soon.
All right, you guys. That was Hook Like Helen. We got to do a quick little commercial thing for the Jimmy Star Show, and I'm sorry that our light bulb blew out. Scotty J, did you see that on video? That's going to look wicked, that way that thing popped. The glass is all over the floor.
This house is clean.
Yeah. Like, really, it scared me when it popped.
It scared me too.
It was freaky scary.
Is your place built on an ancient Indian burial ground?
I don't know.
No, it's built
Why is the dog licking your stomach?
Because it's a nutty mud. I want to button my shirt. Stop it.
Anyway, so what's up, you guys? So listen up. You can hear the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell every week live on W4CY Radio from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific Time, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We're also on K4HD Radio in L.A., Hit 1069 FM in New York, Jackalope Radio in St. Louis. We're on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, Audio Boom, SoundCloud, Podomatic, Spreaker, Apple TV, and Podbean. And on television, you can see us on Roku, Vimeo, YouTube, Celebra Media, VIP Television, and Comcast. Also, we're trying to get our rankings up on iHeartRadio and iTunes, so please download and listen to the shows that are on iTunes or iHeartRadio and rate them and review them and whatever you got to do so we can move our way up in the rankings. That dog's so cute, though.
Remind me, never wear this shirt on the air.
Okay.
It's a fitted shirt, and now it's because this is bad sofa. We got to get better seating. Because if I sit up correctly, the shirt fits. But the minute I lean back, look at that.
Yeah, it opens up.
And, my tits
Everybody
are
gets to see him.
Yeah, my tits are going to see.
Actually, B. Claudia says we look great, though, and that she loved the guest. B, we're so happy that you're back. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well.
How come I'm dark?
How come you're dark? I don't know. You're not dark. Look, that's how you look over there.
It's the Italian.
You don't have to worry about that. That's how it actually looks for people to see it.
Oh, good.
So you look gorgeous there. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so it's 1:10.
Baby, my day has come and gone for gorgeous.
We're going to call our next guest.
You know the song from, I forgot what Broadway musical, I'm Still Here? Part of the lyric was, once I was a one-eyed vamp. Now I'm someone's mother, and then I'm camp. Well, I'm camp.
Okay, well, but you're also a vamp, so it works all the way around.
No.
So, Scotty J, let's see if we can get we got to play a video, you guys. Do you guys both have the Beyond the Law video?
Yes.
Scotty J?
Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait.
Oh,
no, not
That's
that
the one we just got.
Snoopy, hold on.
Leon.
That's the one we just got.
Oh, Beyond the Law, the one that I didn't have. Yeah.
Yes, that's the new one.
Yeah. And are we going to call this guy that looks like he could take out a whole army by himself?
Yeah, if you watch the Beyond the Law video, you'll see that he gets his foot broken in it.
He is the most timid, sweet guy. He's almost like a hairdresser.
So, yes. So, on Enjoy, you guys play Beyond the Law, and then you get him on the line, okay?
Yes, I'm gonna leave you guys plugged in.
Okay, so we'll do it on Enjoy.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Now we're going to play the trailer for the brand new movie Beyond the Law. It's a Steven Seagal DMX movie that also features our next guest, Mike Ferguson. Enjoy.
I wanted you dead, kid. He's the dirtiest cop I ever knew. Look, you're not a cop anymore. Stop on your knees! The kid is in a lot of trouble. You sure about that? Don't say a mutter word to me.
Steven Seagal, DMX, Johnny Messner. Beyond the Law.
Hey there, here's today's Daily Fact. Now, Waterworld, the critically panned...
All right, we're back. Yeah, I cut that short because I guess the video piece of it versus the audio piece, there was like all the fluff that YouTube likes to throw into it. So,
So first, let's make sure we can hear our guest. Say something, Mr. Mike Ferguson.
How's it going, guys?
There you go. All right, that's perfect. All right, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented actor, producer, and total fucking badass Mike Ferguson. Hello and welcome to the show.
How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic. Let me introduce you to everybody, starting off with my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Ron Russell, who I know you know, but we have to do it anyway.
I have a question I have to ask you.
Of course.
Did you ever think of being a ballerino, a dancer?
I tried. I got 2 left feet.
Oh, because if you, I'd love to see.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you in a tutu.
I just did a commercial for Manscaped where I'm the pubic bit. I'm wearing a tutu. It's a commercial coming up.
Are you really?
Tiara.
Oh,
tiara.
go away. I would love a still of that. That's a riot. How does it feel, seriously, scaring the shit out of everybody you meet? Everyone's terrified of you. They look at you and they shudder.
It's weird because I'm a dad. I have 3 daughters, and I've been married for 25 years to the same beautiful, wonderful woman. I built this shell because I've been a tattoo artist for 30 years. I guess I'm what people perceive as a bad guy, so I'm just going to play it out. It's fun, man. You know what I'm saying?
love it.
So tattoos indicate bad.
No, just no. He's just big and brawny.
Yeah, big and muscular, and I could be very imposing, especially when I'm filming. I like to invade people's space a lot because I think that's creepy. What I think is creepy is usually what I just flip around and use for inspiration.
I love it. Hold on, let's introduce him to everybody first. Please.
Yeah, wait, but I mean, we Jimmy and I know you, so we know we're not afraid of you.
I love you.
Wait, that's not totally true. The first time I met you was at one of those premieres, and you were with your wife. First of all, who also, she's like a bodybuilder. She's like,
right.
She's just like, she looks like she could kick your ass.
She could.
She's gorgeous.
She has.
And so when the 2 of you guys walked up, I thought maybe you were her bodyguard, but then I was like, fuck, maybe she's his bodyguard. Like they're both
She is.
What's funny is this Saturday, she is wrestling Tessa Blanchard. She's also on TV, on Access TV. They're premiering 2-hour season finale. My wife is wrestling for the championship belt in wrestling. And yes, she can kick my ass.
Did you ever wrestle? Gorgeous. Did you ever wrestle with her?
Yes, I have. I actually have videos of her body slamming me.
And I bet when she wrestles with you, she goes for the balls, right?
Yeah, she does, but she owns those. She took those a long time ago.
Okay, yeah, because everyone knows that if you grab the jewels, we are defenseless.
Oh yeah,
we cannot move. Our bodies do not move.
Actually, in the chat room, they're saying you have the 3 safest daughters on the planet because between you and your wife, nobody's ever gonna fuck. How old are your daughters?
They're 17, 22, and 24. My oldest daughter is married to her high school sweetheart.
Oh, that's
nice.
My 17 and 22-year-old both live with me and my wife. I just told my 17-year-old, I was like, please don't ever move out. She was asking Mom when was a good time. And I was like, don't move out. I want you to live here forever.
Yeah, but don't get caught up in that. My one daughter lived with me 50 years. She just moved out with her sister. They took an apartment, and her sister lived with me for about 35 years.
Hang on, we're going to come back to that in a second because I want to bring something up. But first, we want to introduce you, everybody, because people don't even know who he is because we haven't really introduced him. So we want to say hi to the man behind the boards. That's Scotty J. Scotty J, say hi to Mike.
Yo, Mike, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, player? How you doing today?
Oh, I'm good. You are a badass, sir, I must say.
Oh, he's not. He's a sweet guy.
Badass is a good term.
Oh, that's good.
I'm a very sweet boy, according to my mother. So
it's bro speak, for I love you, man.
You're like our dog. He's 135-pound
Brazilian Fila Mastiff,
right? Who people are terrified of.
Yeah.
And he comes and sits on our lap and kisses us. He's
like a lap dog,
sweet as could be.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to rename you Shazam. Okay. So our dog is called Shazam. So now I'm calling you Shazam.
Okay, I'll take that. No problem.
So hold on. Then we have the girl behind the board. She's at the W4CY studios. Danielle. Danielle, say hi to Mike.
Hello and welcome to the show.
Well, you on drugs, Danielle? Where the fuck did that come from?
And then we have a chat room full of people. So say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everybody. How you doing today?
Oh, and give a special. Do you know Angela Joseph? Say hi to Angela because she's in the chat room.
Hi, Angela Joseph. Hi, how you doing?
Angie baby with the big tits.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to the daughter thing real quick. So when your dogs were younger and they were first starting to date, did you make or bring like the potential date people, suitors? Did they have to come and meet you?
Oh, everybody had to come meet me. We would do Halloweens at the house, and I would wear a wife beater and just sit in the middle of the living room drinking coffee. And all the friends over. We wanted everybody there. We wanted to know who the family is. You know what I'm saying? We were tight knit. And yeah, usually, the bad ones would weed off, and then I'd become friends with all the other ones. So, yeah, no, it was.
I heard this. Look, I'm nowhere near you in size or form, but boys were terrified of me with my daughters.
That's just because you're mean.
No, that's no. We lived in Beverly Hills, and I left Beverly Hills and went back east because what was going on in Beverly Hills, I didn't want my daughters a part of. Spoiled brats buying $1,000 shoes, taking drugs at 14. So we moved to Garden City, Long Island, which is a very upscale Republican kind of, not that I'm a Republican, but kind of a waspy neighborhood of like, faggy people. Not gay, just those faggy straight people. The men that wear golf pants with golf.
Anyway, just go with the story. Who cares?
They found out that I was an Italian from Brooklyn, and when they met me and heard me speak, they said, "Oh no, don't fool around with that guy's mafia." So the neighborhood, they used to say to Leslie, "The guys, your dad was he really in the mafia?" And my daughter would say, "I don't know what Daddy does. He's an actor, So they were all afraid. So I decided to use it. And when the boys came to the house for the first time, I said, "See, you're going out with my daughter, right? Okay? You listen to me. Look in my eyes. Look in my eyes when I talk, all right?
Yeah.
Okay? You fool around with my daughter, I'm going to call a buddy in Brooklyn, and I guarantee you, in 2 minutes, you got 2 broken legs on the curb. Now have a nice night."
That's amazing.
And my daughter was furious because she wanted to get felt up, I think. I don't know.
No,
she was about 21. She was about 21 at the time. I still do it. When she dates guys now, I do that same act. I say, when she was living with me, I say, "I want you home at 12. You're bringing my daughter back here at 12, a virgin." And the guy was there. And my daughter was
So
there.
do you have grandchildren?
No, sir. Don't date me that much yet, please. I don't have. I don't have any grandchildren yet. Not that I don't want grandchildren. I just it's another section of my life that I haven't gotten to.
And who wants grandchildren in this friggin' world today? With the schools and the killing and the gunshots. I'm glad I don't have grandchildren.
Yeah, right now, yes, I'm at the same part as you, of course.
The world is not
and we're in intolerance right now a little bit too, and I don't really dig on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, in my day, we would go out in the street, and our mothers would say, "Be home when the street lights come on."
Yep.
And she never knew where we were. We were on the rooftops. We were in the cellars. We were all over. Swimming in the East River,
Yeah.
You got to clarify your day because he's like thinking like this is.
I was born in 1940, so I'm going to be 80 years old. So when I was a teenager, that was 1954, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's not even born yet. He just turned 48. He's just a youngin'.
But in those days, we didn't have kidnapping or gun shooting. It was safe. We never even locked up.
In the chat room, they're saying, "Oh, so they invented streetlights." When
Actually, chat room, go fuck yourself.
So hold on, let's get back to Mike. All right, so you guys, this is Mike Ferguson. His Twitter is Mike71 Ferguson. His Instagram is Mike Ferguson71. He's a badass actor. He's in all kinds of things. Even though he looks mean, you can tell just by talking to him, he's like the nicest guy ever. But if you were standing next to him and you didn't know it, and he gave you a mean look, you'd be fucking pissing your pants because he's just a big dude.
And he also helped me out at an incident at the last thing we went to.
Mars Rocks?
Yeah, Mars Rocks. He was with me. I forgot what it was, but something about the guy got nasty to me because they were taping down the red carpet, the plastic shit that it was. Red carpet, my ass. It was crepe. Anyway, this little skinny nothing stepped in and the guy shit himself. He gave me a lot of. He didn't talk to me that way anymore.
So let's talk about career a little bit. So you, first of all, you work a lot.
Yes.
It seems that your career is actually booming. I mean, you've got a character. There aren't a lot of people who look like you, who look like they can be as intimidating as you. Do you do your own stunts?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do stunts as well as act, but I do literally everything I get hired for these days. I'm doing a ton of stuff because there's nobody to really double me. because of my size, because of the tattoo. Right. I mean, that makes it very hard. So yeah, I'm dual purpose.
So we'll talk real quick about because we just played the trailer for Beyond the Law, and we know a lot of the people in it, or they've been on the show. So you guys, when's it coming out? Do you know? December 3rd.
December 6th. It's coming. December 6th is going to be the in theaters and on demand, and the 3rd is going to be the premiere. Maybe I just talked to the director, and he said maybe they're doing it on the 3rd.
So you guys, the director is James Cullen Bressak, who we know and who also wrote a chapter in Sean Kanan's book Success Factor X that I wrote the intro for, the forward to.
I knew he'd squeeze that in. I knew he'd get that in somehow.
No,
I actually went to the signing for that book. It's an amazing book. It's great. And I want to say it's sitting right here next to me. So
we had a blast. So the new film is called Beyond the Law. It stars Johnny Messner, Steven Seagal, DMX, Zach Ward, who's been on our show, Patrick Kilpatrick, who's been on our show, Victoria DeMare, who's been on our show, Sean Kanan, who's been on our show, Jeff Hill, who's coming on our show in 2 weeks, and this guy. And it looks fabulous. If you saw the trailer, everybody, so we want to support it. And I love in the trailer how like they step on your foot and break your leg, your ankle or whatever, and that looks so real. It's not even funny.
And, it was. James is an amazing director. I was so lucky to work with him. He's done a ton of horror movies. I'm a big fan of his, and this is his first action film. So I was honored to be any part of this. And then with the cast, look, everybody's so good, man. I've worked with Johnny before on Silencer and all these other projects and stuff like that, and it was just a blessing to be on that set and get the hell beat out.
You have not been blessed yet until you're on the set with me. That's indeed a blessing, because I don't remember anything, where I am, my lines, what age I am, what character I'm playing. I just stand there and I say, where am I?
Actually, though, you have done a lot of films with Johnny Messner, because I was looking on IMDb and I was writing different things that you've been in down, and I saw it in a lot of them. And you've done several things, at least recently, with Sean Kanan, which is one of like our 6 degrees of separation, because Sean's a really good friend and his wife are really good friends of ours.
Love them. Love Michelle.
They're great people.
Love Michelle. Michelle is my honey bun.
Yeah, and then they're friends. Jeff was the one that actually introduced me to him. Jeff Hill. Jeff Hill, I just want to say, is one of my best friends, and it was almost like a spiritual guider for me. He's one of the most fantastic actors and most down-to-earth, grounded people I've ever met in Hollywood. Jeff Hill.
Have we seen him in anything?
Jeff Hill, no. Jeff Hill is kind of like just started full-time acting not too long ago. He's got a ton of stuff getting ready to come out. He's got a big role, a pretty good role in this Above the Law with, and we met him at the Sean Kanan book signing at Barnes & Noble. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Which one was
He's a really big guy like him, but without the tattoos.
Oh, I know who you're talking
about.
Yeah,
with the beautiful blonde wife.
Oh, yeah. He's a nice guy.
I met him on Timothy Woodward's Silencer, which was with Johnny Messner too as well.
Yeah, we hit it off great. He's a friendly, nice, down-to-earth.
He's coming on in 2 weeks.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
So I
like him a lot.
So we were watching this movie the other night, right?
Yeah.
And we were watching it. Ron couldn't figure out the movie at all. He was just like, I don't get it. Why'd they make this movie or whatever? And there's a scene in a bar, and I could have sworn that it was you in the bar, right? But I didn't know if it was you in the bar. And then I went on your IMDb today before you came on, and I saw that you're the guy in the bar.
Is that movie Limbo?
Papi Chulo.
Oh yeah, that's me in the bar. Yes, it is. That was me in the bar.
I like Papi Chulo.
You did like it, but that's the one with Matt Bone, the gay guy who loses his lover, who like finds the older Mexican man who follows him. Ron was watching the movie. He was just because we didn't miss the beginning. We missed part of it at the beginning, and it was such a cute movie.
Why do you say I didn't understand it? Of course I understand.
I know, but you said you were like a beautiful, gorgeous guy, a young guy.
Ugly old thing like him.
You're gonna want an ugly old guy like that,
unless he's rich.
But it's a very cute movie. It really is a good movie. We liked it a lot. I don't know if do you watch yourself when you're in things or not?
I'm not usually, because I get very weird. And that I didn't have a huge role. I don't think I even had lines in it. So I don't usually watch those things. But I did watch that, and I thought that was a great movie, and I was honored to be part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Matt Bone was such a big star too.
Yeah, it was just awesome. You know what I'm saying? All the way
Very
around.
difficult to watch yourself, because no matter how many times you rehearse or shoot a scene, when you see it done, you say, oh, shit, I should have looked left. I couldn't have done that. Why didn't I say that deeper? Right?
Yeah.
You do the same thing. I critique it to death, and then I say, you know what? Don't leave the business. You stink.
We went to another premiere of another movie you were in. I'm not going to mention it because it was terrible.
Oh no. No, now you can't.
No, I'm not going to mention. I know it was terrible. Like, no, everybody's got a terrible movie. It's
I
not
have
like-
several.
But we went to another one, and you were good. No, you weren't terrible, but the movie itself was terrible. And
If I was awake, I would have probably critiqued it.
yeah, you slept through the whole movie. You
slept-
fell asleep
it
after 10
was
minutes. All he did
so-
was complain to me. You made me drive to LA for 2 hours for this. But then, so you've got a bunch of things coming out too. So you did a movie, Colonials, with we know a lot of the people. Jeff Hill is also in that one. Sean Cannon's in that one. Jamie Bernadette.
Yeah, it was. I was lucky to be on that one too. Wait till you get a load of me. It's amazing. That Joe Bland is an amazing director, and he does all his own effects. The guy's just a maniac, young kid, but he is amazing. I was honored to work with him and work with all that.
The makeup man.
No, you don't know him. We don't know him.
Oh, so what did he do for you that was so amazing?
This movie is amazing. I can't give out way too much,
Okay.
but it's a science fiction. I'm really into science fiction. I do a lot of action. I do a lot of horror, but science fiction is kind of my Jimmy Jam. I did 2 science fiction movies this year, Colonials being one of them, and I did One and the Same, which I shot in Mexico, Rosarita Beach during spring break.
Oh, awesome.
I'm dying to play an alien. I'm dying to play an alien.
Me too.
I would love it.
I want to do full prosthetic work. That's my thing. Is I want to do full prosthetic monster stuff. You know what I'm saying? I really want to do that.
Oh, so we're I'm really good friends with some of the people who are really big in that. We had Doug Jones on our show. You know, he's like an Academy Award winner. We have I'm pretty good friends with Douglas Tate, who was the bad guy in Hellboy, the last Hellboy in the prosthetic. He's a prosthetic in everything.
I love that movie. Even the last one. Look, I've got such weird all across the board things I'm into, but yeah, I really would like to do that. That's a Creature Act.
I did a movie that's coming out in a couple of weeks, I think, and Joe did it's called The Big Friggin' Rat, Churchill film.
Nice.
Oh, Joe Castro. Do you know Castro?
I love Joe Castro. I want to work with Joe so bad.
I'm not, but you're talking slow. Let's go.
Well, I'm slow because I just had a fucking operation. I had a pacemaker put in.
I saw that. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, you know, so this son of a bitch, I'm divorcing him tomorrow.
We fight like this all the time. Don't worry.
Anyway, Joe Castro is I love him, number one, as a person. He's the sweetest guy in the world. And of course, his husband is another doll. But Joe did a Volkswagen size rat.
Wow.
For this movie. The fucking rat, it was called originally, and then they called Churchill and they said, you can't do that. So they changed it to the friggin' rat. Well, that friggin' rat, freaking is scary as shit. And when you see the movie, it's really a beautiful job they did.
I'm a huge fan of Joe Castro. I've talked to him about that. Every time we see him, we're like, we got to
love him. Love him.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to work in a film and have Joe do my costume for an alien.
Yeah.
But I want to be me. I don't want to be like, I want my face to be me, but my body weird.
I want to be all weird because I already am all weird. I just want to. Yes.
I want to see me as an alien, like green or something, you know, like. But anyway, Joe Castro is probably, in my book, one of the best in the business. And I worked at Universal years ago, Universal Studios, and I got to know Nick Marcellano, who was the head of makeup at Universal, and Baker was there.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
And Baker was I used to see his shit when they were doing it in the makeup room.
Yeah.
Baker started it all. If it wasn't for Baker, they wouldn't have what they have today. He started with the rubber face, what is it, silicone.
I'm such a big fan of Baker, man. He's done everything that I grew up in. What I was like, wow.
Yeah. And he was a sweet guy and very friendly and very nice. I spoke with him all the time when I was on set, but he was really nice.
So go
ahead.
Go ahead.
You guys, about a project I just did. I spent 2 months in Armenia shooting 13 one-hour episodes of a TV show. And it's amazing. I was hired by Academy Films out of London. And I went to Armenia, of all places, for 2 months. I play a good guy in this.
You look Armenian.
Oh, you play a good guy?
I play a good guy in this. And very moral, it's pretty cool. I can't wait to everybody. I can't tell a lot about it. The name of it's called Death Squad. And It's a very different character for me. I mean, it's still a big tough guy, the big bad, but it's very, very different. And I'm fighting zombies.
Oh, I like that. I like zombies.
Answer me a question if you want.
Yes.
They paid for you to go and put you up while you worked?
Yep. I stayed in a hotel suite.
Why didn't you call me? I could have been a zombie. I would love to go to Armenia for free. Are you kidding? How'd you like Armenia?
I loved it, man. I mean,
very different from anywhere in the world, I hear.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest cities in the world. And the first a couple days I was there, they had this old pagan ritual where they have a water fight, the whole country. Literally in the hotels with marble floors. We were in shopping malls. We've got water guns running through. I made a video of it, which I put on social media.
Oh, I love that.
But it was the whole country. There were no fights. There were no anything. It was just amazing. It was a fun time. And I do want to say, again, shout out to Mike Markoff. That man is one of the strongest actors I've ever worked with, and he really helped me with my process. I want to say, I love you, Mike, and I can't wait to work with you again. But that was...
What is your ethnic background?
Because you look Armenian.
I was going to say
I'm
Italian.
a mutt, but on my mother's side, I'm Jewish. My mother's maiden name was Staskowitz, and a Polish Jew. And I'm Scottish on my dad's side. I'm a mixture of damn everything. But I think my big nose comes from my great-grandfather on my mother's side, Jew, Staskowitz. And,
that's such a... Although my father was Jewish and he had a very big nose, too.
Yeah.
So, I guess it runs in the Jews. I'm Italian. I'm 100% Italian. On my mother's side, my father was an Italian, so my father was a Sephardic. He was an Italian Jew.
That's awesome.
So when I was going down your IMDb, I saw this film and I was looking at it and I was like, oh, this must be like a fan film or something because the title's too long. And it's Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harlequin. And I thought that's got to be like a fan film. And then I looked at it and I was like, holy fucking shit, he's in the fucking Harlequin movie.
Wait a minute, Birds of Prey. I've seen that.
No, this is new. This is
a brand new. This is Harlequin. They're going with an R rating on this movie. They're making it a lot darker and gritty. Ewan McGregor plays a black mask. We'll see. Warner Brothers had some problems with my tattoos and clearance on them. So I worked about 3 weeks on it, and then I had to go to legal like 3 or 4 times. Which, look, that was my decision. Look, actors out there, tattoos don't necessarily help you. I had to go to legal like 4 or 5 times and then have them resent and have every tattoo artist that tattooed me. Even though I already have them, they were all contacted. Then I had to have them fill out legal paperwork. There were a couple of us that happened to.
Wow.
And, yeah, it's part of the game, man. You know what I'm saying?
But what a huge movie. I mean, that's probably going to be one of the biggest movies released next year.
Why is this movie so familiar to me?
Birds of Prey is a TV series. It all has to do with Batman and shit like that, Birds of Prey.
Why do I
in
know
the past? There's a TV series that used to be called Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Harlequin is the blonde-haired girl from Suicide Squad who was with the Joker. So it's all DC Comics.
Yeah,
stuff.
So it's all intertwined.
It's very dirty and gritty. It's going to be very dark, and I'm very excited I was part of it. In any capacity, no matter what.
I think it's going to do well because Joker is doing so well, and that was dark. And
actually, Joker's not doing what they thought it would.
It did better. It did $1 billion. It's the highest grossing art movie in history.
Well,
it's the biggest movie in history.
Yeah. And it's part 2. They're doing a part 2 too.
Yeah, they're going to do a part 2.
And that's what I read about with Joaquin.
I think though the fact that because I was super surprised first of all that the movie had such a big title, but then when I went and saw that you were in it and that it is the movie, I mean that's going to be the biggest movie next year. I'm so excited for it because I'm a big into all the comics and all the comic book movies. So what's your favorite comic book movie?
Wow, well,
some of them.
The Watchmen.
Oh, that's a good movie.
That's my favorite movie, comic book movie. It was dark, it was gritty, it was political, it was everything it was supposed to be. I was a fan of the comic, and the movie didn't disappoint.
What about now? Are you watching the Watchmen TV series on HBO?
I've been so busy. I've seen some of it. I love it. I think it's fantastic. But I don't have a lot of time to watch TV and stuff. Yes, I just finally caught up on Walking Dead.
I'm not even caught up on that one yet.
It's funny because I did a pilot for AMC last year when they were talking about replacing Joe McHale, whatever, the Talking Dead.
Yeah.
Replacing him. So I was part of the pilot that they were talking about was us talking about The Walking Dead. And So I had to learn everything about that show, every little thing. So then I was just like, all right, I'm going to keep watching it. I'd already stopped. And then they hit me up for this pilot. And Robert Kirkman, I'm so mad at you. He killed it last November. The executives love the show. Everybody loved the show except for Kirkman. I'm mad at you, Kirkman.
There you go. I actually met him at a convention.
Sometimes some of the greatest shows are killed because of bad taste. The show that we love with Michelle Dougherty.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever see that one? I don't know why it's not on it.
It's called Good Behavior?
Good Behavior.
That was like the greatest show.
I've heard of it. I heard it was great.
It was unbelievably great. The best thing, and they didn't renew it. They did one
only
season.
did 2 seasons. No, it did two seasons.
And she's the one from Downton Abbey. She plays Miss Mary.
You probably don't watch Downton Abbey, but she's like the star of Downton
She's
Abbey.
a superstar
And
in
then she
England.
did this TV show called Good Behavior, where she's like a hooker, prostitute, drug addict, thief lady, totally like
No,
opposite.
she's a thief, a kleptomaniac, a liar, a prostitute. Everything you could possibly
It was the
be.
greatest show ever. I can't believe that it didn't.
And we
make
adore
it.
Michelle. She's so beautiful, and what a talented actress she is.
So okay, so
I'm sorry. I just wanted to bring up a pilot I just got done, which wasn't on my IMDb, that I'm super proud of, and I'm actually an EP on. It is called I Am Johnny, Tales of the Champion. And it's Jonathan Lipnicki, Stuart Little, Jerry Maguire.
Oh yeah, Jerry Maguire.
Jeremy Luke, the new Irishman movie. Matthew Shively, The Purge, My Life with O'Neill's. It's a karate movie. And I'm the big bad in it. And there's a lot of cool stuff in it. And it's a comedy. That's all.
I love that. I love that. No, I like first of all, karate stuff is back. Ever since they did that Cobra Kai stuff, it's all back. Karate is like, because that's like the most downloaded. That's like one of the biggest shows like ever in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Which I haven't actually watched it, but I was trying to. I was tweeting to them though to tell them to put Sean Kanan in it. You know, he should be in it since he was in the Karate Kid 3. I was like, he should have cameos in it at least if they're not going to bring his character back.
He should be in that. He is such a nice guy and an amazing guy, and I think he would be perfect on that show.
You also did a movie called Limbo, and we had all the people in it are friends of ours: Scotty Thompson, Chad Lindbergh, and Lou Temple.
Yeah.
Like actually, you've worked with like 50 people that we've had on our show, which makes it like fun to bring you on. Because now when I'm talking to them, I'll be like, yeah, did you know Mike Ferguson? Yeah, because he was on the show too. Which makes the whole thing fun.
That was such a good experience. Limbo was amazing, and I was a big fan. And we really half the cast on that were Jewish, so we tribed up. It was so weird. But yeah, I got back BTS from that. It's just amazing.
What are you talking about? Hollywood's Jewish.
Hey.
You only have about 2 or 3 Christians in it.
The ones with the money, at least that's for sure. All right, so do you have to learn how to do how did you learn to do stunts, and that you do your own stunts, and that you like do stunt stuff? Do you know, like we were like Tom Proctor's a friend of ours, he does a lot of stunts.
Yeah.
Do you have to go to school for that, or like how do you, or just sign a waiver saying like if you get hurt you won't sue them?
I went to stunt school for about a year. I'm not going to name the name because I'm not super cool with those people. But I've done for other roles. For Johnny, I went to 8711, which is a big stunt school, and to do all our stuff for that pilot. But for 5 years, I trained Krav Maga. I'm a black belt in Krav Maga, which is
some kind of karate.
No, it's an Israeli martial arts system. It's the Mossad trains in it. It's you do knife takeaways, gun takeaways. It's a combat system. It's not a martial art. It's to kill and maim. And my wife's a black belt, and my kids all went, and they're all black belts. And then I trained 2 years MMA at Dan Henderson's gym. So I was always very physically active in the martial arts world, and that really gave me kind of an advantage. I did that for 7 years when coming to stunts. And believe me, when you're starting to go from martial arts background into stunts, because stage combat, I've done a lot of stage combat classes, is so much different than martial arts because you're doing very telegraphed moves and big open things. It's not real fighting. But what looks good on the screen is not what is real in real life.
Right.
It's got to break that, and it's slowed down. Everything's much different. It's like a dance. I can't dance, but I can do stunts.
See, and he can dance.
And I can do stunts.
I've seen you
Burt
dance.
Reynolds. Oh, you have? Burt Reynolds, who I knew, I talked to him about stunts.
Yeah.
And I said, how come you broke so many parts of your body? He said, because the stunts are tough. I said, but why didn't you have a stuntman do it? He said, Ron, I was the stuntman. I said, I know, but you should have had a stuntman do the bad stunts and then you do the other stunts. I said, what's wrong with you, Bert? So he got up and walked away.
Oh my gosh.
And I knew him very well. I mean, I knew Lee Winkler, my best friend, was his business manager.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Jimmy knew Bert also.
Yeah, I knew Bert too as a kid. His brother,
a great
his brother was
guy.
my high school football coach.
And
he used to
Burt
come all the
Reynolds
time.
was a great guy, and he's really missed in the business.
Yeah, no, he's a fantastic actor, and honestly,
He was a buddy. He was a buddy.
So you're like you, because I know that like big guys who know how to actually like defend themselves don't ever actually like get into fights because like they don't want to hurt anybody. But like you actually could though. Like God forbid somebody came up after you like and they would think that you're big. Like you could actually take care of yourself.
Oh yeah,
he would be arrested for lethal. He would be considered
like Nicolas Cage in that movie. What's it called? Con Air. Like in Con Air, where he beats the guy up at the beginning and then he has to go to jail because he's a weapon.
Yeah, so I don't get in fights and things like that. I mean, look, I shoot a lot. I did 2 movies this year in Mexico, one in Mexicali and one in Rosarito Beach. And then I shot in Armenia for 2 months. And these are different like places, you know what I'm saying? And then usually a lot of the time I'm keeping an eye out for my friends or other co-stars or actors that we're working with to make sure they're safe. They don't even know most of the time, which is funny. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we get in weird positions and, you know, I'm always constantly scanning, making sure everybody's okay. You know what I'm saying? That there's much safety on and everything. I'm traveling again in April doing another movie in Mexico, a supernatural action movie in April of next year. So, and I think I'm shooting in Mexicali, and it's a little different there. Mexicali's, look, I love Mexico. It's beautiful. Don't believe what everybody says. It's one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. The food's amazing, and the resorts are kick-ass. But then, you know, when you're shooting on location and stuff, things are sometimes a little difficult. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
We shot a really shitty movie in Philadelphia a couple of years ago, and like he didn't want to walk in the woods because of the ticks, so he would have a heart attack. He was in some of the places you go to.
No. Yeah.
No. You're wrong, Jimmy. I'm not frightened of people.
Yeah, he just likes bugs. He doesn't like bugs.
I'm from Brooklyn. See a guy as big as you, I'm not going after you with my fists. What am I, stupid? I'm going to grab a piece of wood and stick it right in your eye. And then run away as fast as I can. Okay? But
I'm just going to run.
But ticks I'm not afraid of. And there's an old saying, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, and that's true. I've knocked the shit out of people, big muscular guys or whatever. One good swift with my knee in the balls and they're down.
Yeah,
then you kick them in the face.
Yeah, look, knowing martial arts doesn't make you magical. I mean, that's what the thing is that, you know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a ninja because I thought it was supernatural, weird stuff. And I trained when I was a kid in martial arts, and as I became an adult, it's very different when you're an adult taking martial arts than when you're a kid. Very much different. And then doing a combat system, look, the smallest guy can take a big guy like me down. You know,
what? You want to talk about something?
Hang on, let him finish
Wait. In a diner with a lesbian and her girlfriend, all right?
Yeah.
They got up to leave, and this wise guy grabbed the girl's, the feminine one's ass. Well, the 12-wheeler Diesel Dyke beat the shit out of that guy like you can't believe. She knocked him or punched him like a truck driver. She whipped his ass. Well, when she left with the girlfriend, everybody in the diner hated him, number one, for what he was doing. And they made fun of him. That guy is ruined for life.
Good.
Now finish your story. I'm sorry to interrupt. Listen,
we only got 2 minutes.
I mean, look, man, here's the thing is that I like to play like I'm a big tough bad guy. I cry during commercials. Anybody that really knows me is I'm super fucking sensitive. And
I knew that.
Yeah. You know, I'm very aware of people's feelings around me and stuff like that. And I've got pictures of my cat on my social media. He's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I have a Sphinx cat. You know, when I was a little rambunctious when I was younger, but look, I'm mellowed with age. I just turned 48 last Thursday. And
Happy birthday.
All life is important. All life is important. It doesn't matter what we think about it. And I really feel that now. And even though I play with guns all the time in movies, I'm not a big fan of guns. I don't stop that my wife has one, I'm not a huge fan of that. I think it's too finite. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the situation. But that's my little weirdness. That's my own thing. So I don't
We
know.
all, all have it. I'm always cast as a mafia Brooklyn guy or always the tough guy, believe it or not. And in real life, I was a hairdresser, you know.
It's just the perception people have of things, and then we just play to that, whatever they think. And no, I say you're a perfect mob guy. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I'm going to be in a movie coming up soon. Am I allowed?
No.
No, I'm not allowed to give the name. But I play the head of the gangsters.
Oh, that's awesome.
The head now. Now I graduated from punk to a head gangster that runs the mob.
I love it. So everybody, listen up. This is Mike Ferguson.
It's called acting. It's called acting.
Yes. Yeah, he does it. He does. Actually, you both do it very well. He's really good at it too.
And you could be scary on screen, but I know you in person, and you're a sweetheart.
I appreciate it.
I mean, you're one of the nicest people.
I know. I think so. And I was supposed to tell Eileen. Told me to make sure I say hello to you on the air. Eileen Shapiro. She's my business partner with the blue hair and pink hair.
Well, with the big tits.
She is so awesome. I love her. She is so great. I love her so much.
No,
everybody.
She is so awesome, and she was like, "Oh my gosh," because she asked me who was coming on today. I said, "I don't think you know him," and then I forgot you were with us and helped us with Mars Rocks, and then she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love him." So she told me to say hello, and we got to go because it's out of time. So
I want to find out. She has the biggest tits you'll ever see. No, really, she's got tits that I don't know how she walks that she doesn't fall on her face.
So hold on, everybody. This is
my
Mike
God.
Ferguson, you guys. His Instagram is Mike Ferguson71. His Twitter is at Mike71Ferguson. His Facebook is, I don't know what, just Mike Ferguson?
Yeah, sure.
Mike Ferguson, actor.
Mike Ferguson, actor. There you go. We want to thank you for coming on the show because we got to go. We're out of time. Happy belated birthday. Hello to your family, and we wish you all the best of luck in everything that you're doing.
And
we
if
think
I
you're
know
terrific.
a film coming up where they need your character, I will give them your name.
Absolutely.
Because you're a good actor.
I love you guys so much. I just want to tell you guys are fabulous, and I fucking love you. Thank you.
Watch the I Love You. We're gay. People make rumors.
Fuck what anybody says. What
That's
grown
right.
Who cares? You know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go. I love that. All right, Mike, take care.
Bye,
Hey, everybody,
Mike.
thanks so much for tuning in. We got a great show for you guys next week, too. Danielle, Scotty J, thanks so much. We want to thank our guests, Hook Like Helen and Mike Ferguson, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Jimmy,